that doesn't mean well for the game of football. A situation where you have someone that has been at the helm of affairs has never called any board meeting in the last 4 years, not even one. A situation where...
But you're not a board member, so how would you know that they haven't been having board meetings?
Because if you aspire to an office, you should do your research and do your study. I've done my research, and the record speaks for itself. There are records, and there is a record also that came out of the suspension of the previous Anambra FA chairman. And there they outlined the allegations, and so far it has not been disputed. And based on what I see, as someone that is from Anambra State and someone that is on the ground there, I think the allegations were actually true. Let me say this. I say it with all sense of modesty. Anambra State is the light of the nation. And Anambra State in the field of football is not a state to be marginalized, because if you look at the history of football, at one time in this country, if you have 11 players playing for the Green Eagles, then you have 9 of them coming from Anambra State.
That was when before he broke into Enugu and all of that.
Exactly.
That's a long time ago.
No, but what it means is that this is a state that has always set trends.
That should have, been in the forefront.
Of course. So that we're talking about these divisions and apathy in Anambra football is painful to us. And I just want to say this, that the government of Chief Willie Obiano,
the new governor,
the new governor is a governor that has taken Anambra State to the next level in all aspects. And he's set in motion the system to also put Anambra football to the next level. But what he is looking for are men of integrity and men that are dedicated to the cause. Therefore, I bring to the table my credibility and my integrity in that state of what I have done in other fields of endeavor. But what I want to do, this is my opportunity that I know is very difficult because this is a very popular program. I want to really talk about what I believe that I can do for Anambra.
As we talk about what you can do, funding, autonomy, financial autonomy for state FAs is one issue that I really want to find out more about. As we talk about what you can do, how are you going to make sure that Anambra FA, if you eventually become the chairman when elections are held, proper elections are held, how would you ensure financial autonomy for Anambra FA?
Well, I come from the private sector. I don't believe that government can do it all. We intend to embark on sponsorship drives to make sure that we set up a mechanism where we are able to generate enough money to add in addition to whatever government have to do. The private sector is there. As you know, Anambra State, we are blessed with
some of the biggest industries.
Some of the most
successful entrepreneurs.
Of course. And these are sports lovers, and they are willing to put their mouth where their money is. But the difficulty, as I said, is that the proper structure has to be in place. We have to have an FA that is actually functioning. So that is why I say that part of the things, the manifesto or the agenda that we have put forth is that we currently don't have a befitting secretariat. Yes, we don't have a secretariat, and someone has been at the helm of affairs for 16 years, and there is no Anambra FA secretariat. So we intend to quickly begin the process of erecting that, and I know that government will support that. Right now, they have just been able to put together the local government FC councils. I sat here and I listened to what is happening in all those states, and I really felt bad, because this is what should be happening in Anambra State. We want to have more competitions.
Grassroots football.
Grassroots football, that's where it is. And in order to do that, your local government FC councils must be duly structured and constituted. I know that the secretariat is always in the state capital near government house, but you have to go to, in Anambra State, we have 21 local governments. So we want to make sure that those local government councils are properly functioning. How you do that is to make sure that you have local government council secretariats that will help to develop the grassroots football there. So that is part of what we're proposing. We have 21 local government FC chairmen that never existed before. If they did, they never did anything to show what they have done. Competitions, more tournaments, Let me tell you, my nickname is Akada. Where did I get that from? I played
Akada, what does it mean?
I played the Academicals.
Okay, Akada?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
I played the Academicals. I played for East Central State. How was that able? How was that possible? Because of grassroots football. I wasn't, that's when people, came and they watched the game and you are discovered. And they moved you up. And I was watching the program earlier and you saw how people get promoted from playing grassroots and then you move up. But that is non-existent in Anambra State as we speak. So how do you energize sports? How do you energize football again in Anambra State? You start with grassroots football. That has to be done very well. The support of government I've already mentioned. We need to improve the lot of referees. We need to improve the lot of coaches, players, and clubs. I'm the only grand patron of ex-Rangers International.
You played for Rangers?
No, I left.
Okay.
To further my education. But when I came back, I saw the plight and I saw the condition of ex-players, and they were deplorable. So I did the best I can to support them, and because of those efforts, I was the only grand patron they have, one of them. So we have to make sure that their lots are changed, and clubs. More competitions. We need to reorganize the state league, make it more viable, and also start a women's league. We don't have any women's league in Anambra.
You said enough already, and you don't need to convince me. You will convince the delegates in Anambra FA. All right, but I wish you the best with your aspiration, and I hope that even if you don't win, some of these things that you have outlined can be used to improve the game in Anambra.
Let me tell you why. There's no two ways about it. Let me say this. You see, what we have in Anambra FA now is hopelessness and hope. And I'm quite sure that most people will reject hopelessness.
And embrace hope.
That's what obviously. We are. And hope is what we're presenting. That it doesn't have to be that way. 16 years has been wasted, and somebody is blaming government. It is not government's fault. The government has always been there with...
You have proactive leadership.
Of course, government has always been there with open arms. The government of this administration, Chief Willie Obiano, Willie is working. If you come to Anambra State, you will see what I'm telling you. And I believe that he will do the same magic in football. But the structure has to be right. So it's not about whether to win. If we stay with hopelessness, we all have lost. And I hope that we won't be there, that we'll go to hope. And hope is about having people that have the foresight and the vision to be able to say, this is where we're going, have a roadmap. This is where we're going. This is the direction we're going. And when you set up, people will follow, because my people perish because of lack of vision. 16 years of lack of vision.
Apart from playing football, it looks like I've also been reading the Bible. let me come to Rap very quickly as we wrap up the show tonight. No problem. Gabros is back. I know you are a lover of Gabros. I now see the connection. It's the Anambra connection. Gabros is back in the top flight, Ralph.
Sure.
Not just back in the top flight, and then suddenly we're told it's now Ifeanyi Ubah United. Looks like it's one and the same anyway.
Well, you say wasn't a name. But it's one thing is to commend Chief Gabriel Chukwuma, the owner of the club.
He's produced a lot of talented players. Austin Ejide, Obina Waneri, a lot of these guys came from Gabros.
You keep counting. And you remember at a point in time, Chibuzo is back in the club, by the way. At a point in time in the mid-90s, Anambra State was the only state that had 3 teams in the top flight. Jasper United, Udoji United, Gabros International. And so, one by one, they all fizzled out. And 2 of them defunct. Jasper defunct, Udoji defunct, left with only Gabros. And the man struggled over the years and funded the team till they got back to the Premier League this season. And it's something that is commendable. Forget about the change of name. Whatever name a dog wants to be called, you call it the name. So, so let's not talk about it.
So we're expecting top-class football in Anambra.
Sure. They've already shown it. They've already shown
the NNL Super 4.
Of course.
And it's good money to back them up now.
Well, money. I don't know about that. But Tony, I'll leave this document with you.
Okay.
This is the communique that was that removed Ume from office. And there is an acting chairman in the Anambra FA as we speak, and it's JBC Obikwelo. And it's the one that is putting in place a roadmap towards a credible election in Anambra State. And the NFF has come to embrace that, You know, today the emergency committee met and dismissed the kangaroo election of Chief Michael May.
Anyway, what we are going to do as well is that we are also leaving our platforms open for Michael May and any other person that wants to also give us their own side of the story. Unfortunately, the NFF today came out and said, look, we don't recognize that election, but you can still give us your own side so that we can balance these things out in the interest of football, really in the interest of football in Anambra State. But Olisa, I must wish you the best of luck. Ralph, we will meet many times, but I'm not going to Port Harcourt. Are you going to Port Harcourt? You have to be there.
Well, this weekend we will start from
but you should talk about it, Ralph, because you talk about this game every day. Run commentaries, beating coaches is all-time low.
It has come to that all-time low, and it's pathetic that we should be talking about it even before the season kicks off. And coach is being beaten black and blue. Captain of the club, Odinga, beaten black and blue.
Somebody who has
for an illustrious son that should be getting all the commendations for being there, one club man. And it's sad. It's sad, Tony. We shouldn't be talking about this. At this point in time, where the league is being taken to the next level, we're trying to do everything to put our league, to bring fans to watch our matches and all that, and this is happening. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame. And just like you said, the Rivers State Football Association, even whatever means they want to go about it, even the government should even intervene, bring in the security men into it and find these corporates and bring them to book. You know, it's not all the time we talk about corporates escaping with a business as usual. It's a shame. And this one should not be swept under the carpet in any way. You know, Bingo Gumbote built Sharks of Port Harcourt from relegation, brought them to a level, and this season they are already rebuilding, you know, to attack the league from all cylinders. And now this is happening. Where is the morale that is going to coach the club to get the laurels for them? It is a shame and should be really condemned by everyone that loves the game of football.
Gentlemen, I must thank you so much for your time on Sports Tonight. Well, unfortunately, we couldn't do too much about the build-up to the new season, but tomorrow, Bruno Conta will be here and will be given a lot of time to talk about how teams are getting ready for the new season. We'll be talking about Nasarawa United, Taraba United, of course, on this program tomorrow. That's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.